Welcome into another edition of Football Frenzy. I'm Carl Jones. He's AJ Feldman. Week 6 is in the books, and with it brought some great opportunities for the RCSD schools.
That is right. Monroe and Edison Tech, both in action at home, both looking to accomplish some firsts this afternoon. We'll start with the Red Jackets taking on the Cougars, trying to hand them their first loss of the season. Second quarter, Monroe already up 6-0. Roberto Robinson bulldozing his way in. That made it 14-0. Half winding down now, Red Jackets back to work. Kaya Moses over to Styles McKenzie Baker, and he's going to let him do the work, and that's a pretty good plan. Monroe up 20-0 at the half. The number 8 team in the state they're taking on. Third quarter, HFL trying to respond in the red zone. Picked off by Elijah Harris. Red Jackets defense had 4 interceptions on the day. However, the Cougars finally get something rolling in the fourth. Matt Meacham to Andrew Wanzen-Reed. Runs it in, that makes it 20-7. They got a good offense. They're within shouting distance at just 20-7. But Nazir Wilson and the Red Jackets put this game on ice. 25 yards to the house. Monroe knocks off the number 8 team in the state. They win 26-7.
Edison Tech looking for their first win of the season, taking on Nottingham out of Syracuse. Early first quarter, their inventors on the move. Unique Jackson muscles his way inside the 5, and he will punch it in a few plays later to make it 6-0. Second quarter now, Nottingham dropping back to pass, but Jermaine Daniels Jr. says, "Give me that." And he finds nothing but green grass and takes it 82 yards to the crib, giving Edison Tech a 14-0 lead. Winning moments of the first half, the Bulldogs answer as Shamia Clark takes the dive and plows his way into the end zone. That makes it 14-8 at the break. So we jump all the way to the fourth, 3 minutes to go, and Ventures up 20-14. Jackson, again, this time he's gonna pluck it out of the air for the pick, just putting the team on his back today. He also returned a fumble for a score. He will later get tackled around midfield, but the Bulldogs will get the ball back. So with 1 second left from 17 yards out for the game, but you already know who's gonna make the play, AJ. Jackson back to the way to call game. Edison Tech gets their first win since 2019. They win 20-14.
Congratulations to Edison. We're going to stay in the city as you prep, trying to stay unbeaten, hosting Pittsburgh. First drive of the game, Christopher Jean. The start of a monster day for him. 17 carries, 230 yards, and this 57-yard scamper. Griffins go up 6-0. Second quarter, Panthers respond after a botched punt. Josiah Joyner plunges in from a yard out. Pittsburgh in front 7-6. Ensuing drive, how's this for an answer? Noah Hill up top to his best friend Tyrell Simmons. Woo! That's
filthy. That's filthy. That's filthy.
That's tough. Griffins regain the lead, and then with the half winding down, it's Hill once again to his best friend. I actually don't know if they're best friends. I would assume so. They just play so well together.
Good connection, I would say so.
Very good. Second touchdown of the day. Panthers make it interesting late, but UPrep hangs on for the win, 20-17.
Big Class C matchup under the lights tonight. Mid-Lakes taking on ER Gananda. Down 16-7 coming out of the half. Mid-Lakes looking for some mojo, but Jordan Richards literally steals it. No, for real. Take it back a second. Just snatches the ball from the quarterback. That's T-shape right there, man. Congrats to you. 3 minutes left in the third now. Kedrell Sneed Jr. takes a toss, and yeah, good luck catching him. That puts the Bombers up 22-7. So we head to the fourth. Third and long for ERG. Braden Doles tells Miles Cavendish, go play fetch. And he just puts his body on the line, extending for it. Love to see that. And then later on the drive, AJ, my mama always tell me, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So Sneed takes the toss again, finding his way into zone 6. ER Gananda, they go on to get the win tonight, 36-7.
Your mama's very smart. McQuaid looking to move to 5-1, hosting 3-2 Rush Henrietta. Second quarter, Royal Comets down 7-0. Evan Brock muscles his way in for the score. That made it 7-7 at the half. But in the third, the Knights took over. John Harding, he was unstoppable. 26 carries, 241 yards, and 2 tutties. McQuaid goes up 14-7. Royal Comets looking to answer deep down the field, but all they're going to find is Gavin Brownlee there for one of his 2 interceptions of the day, and that set up the offense in great shape. Anthony DeMarco to Jack Polito. Going to get it just inside the pylon there. McQuaid, another nice win for the Knights. They win 28-7.
Finishing up with some Class B ball, Bishop Carney playing host to Livonia. Still scoreless here in the second, but Joseph Kurtz changes that as he plows his way in on 3rd and short, giving the Bulldogs an 8-0 lead. Then later in the frame, Livonia moving the ball once again, but my man Andre Caldwell's jumping the flat for a pick, setting BK up near midfield. However, the Bulldogs will get the ball back, and Kurtz once again will punch it in for his 2nd score of the day. He will have 3 in the 2nd quarter alone. Then less than 2 minutes left in the half now. Owen Wetterings takes the handoff and just lays down the boom. Now, you ain't have to do all that, my man. But nonetheless, that was impressive. That made it 22-0. Livonia, they will go on to get the win 50-0, the 2nd win of the year. Coming up after the break, the Bills make some moves tomorrow before tomorrow's matchup with the Steelers.
And Jacob deGrom and the Mets try and keep their season alive. But first, here's a few more Section 5 scores. Next week on Football Frenzy, just 2 weeks left in the regular season, and we've got plenty of playoff primers coming your way.
And none bigger than in Class B, as it's a sectional final rematch. Undefeated Batavia taking on HFL, looking to bounce back from today's loss to Monroe.
But that'll do it for us tonight. Tomorrow, or well, technically it's rather later today. We're up late tonight, Carl. WROC, your one-stop shop for all things Buffalo Bills. First, it's Buffalo Kickoff Live. That starts at 11 o'clock on RochesterFirst.com. Then we move to Channel 8 for the second half hour of the show at 11:30. And finally, Kickoff, the Steelers, the Bills, 1 o'clock. Buffalo 14-point favorites. Catch all the action right here on Channel 8. For Carl Jones, I'm AJ Fellman. Have a great rest of your night, or rather, your great rest of your morning. See ya.